Viewer discretion is advised.
We are also following breaking news in the killings of Spencer and Monique Tepe.
I could kill you at any time. You'll always be my wife.
Those exact words were allegedly spoken by 39-year-old surgeon Michael McKee to his ex-wife Monique. And according to court documents unsealed just this week in January 2026, they weren't just threats, they were a promise. On December 30th, 2025, Monique and her husband Spencer were found shot to death in their Columbus, Ohio home. Their 2 young children, ages 4 and 1, were sleeping just feet away. The weapon equipped with a silencer. On January 23rd, McKee stood before a judge via video from jail and pleaded not guilty to 4 counts of aggravated murder and 1 count of aggravated burglary. But the newly unsealed affidavit, it paints a very different picture, one of obsession, stalking, strangulation, and a 900-mile round trip in the middle of the night with his phone left behind at work. Before we get into what's just been revealed, I need to hear from you. Have you ever known someone who couldn't let go after a relationship ended? Someone who showed these kinds of warning signs? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now, because recognizing these patterns can save lives. If you've been following this case, you know the basics. Spencer and Monique were killed in their home on December 30th. McKee was arrested on January 10th at the Illinois hospital where he worked as a vascular surgeon. And for the full timeline of his arrest and extradition, check out our previous video on this channel. But what just came out, that's what we're covering today, because the affidavit that was unsealed in late January 2026 is absolutely chilling. Now, friends and family told detectives that Monique claimed McKee had been abusive and made numerous threats on her life during and after their marriage. And these weren't vague allegations. One witness told detectives that Monique alleged McKee strangled her and forced unwanted sex, strangulation. If you've followed true crime for any length of time, you know what that means. It's one of the most significant red flags for future lethal violence in domestic abuse situations. Non-fatal strangulation increases the risk of homicide by more than 7 times. But the affidavit gets worse. Another witness told detectives that McKee had told Monique he could kill her at any time and would find her and buy the house right next to her, that she will always be his wife. You'll always be my wife. Not, I miss you, not, can we try again, but a declaration of ownership, a refusal to accept that she had moved on, that she had built a new life with Spencer, that she was happy. And here's where the premeditation becomes impossible to ignore. Police recovered video of McKee by the couple's house weeks before the murders on December 6th. December 6th, 2025. Where was Spencer and Monique that day? They were in Indiana at the Big Ten championship game, and McKee was not on the schedule to work at the hospital that day. He knew they'd be gone. He entered their property. He was inside for hours. But here's the detail that haunts me. While at the game, Monique went back to her hotel room early in the second half. When friends asked Spencer why she left, and he told them she was upset about something involving her ex-husband. Did she sense something? Did a friend call her? Did she get a notification on her phone? We don't know, but something made her leave that game, something involving McKee. And right here, I want you to hit that subscribe button, because this case is still developing. New information is coming out almost weekly, and when the trial begins, when more witnesses come forward, you're going to want to be here for it. Now let's talk about December 30th, 2025. The night everything happened. During the December 30th homicides, McKee's phone was left at his workplace, an Illinois hospital, and showed no activity for approximately 17 hours. 17 hours of silence, no texts, no calls, no location data, nothing. Here's what investigators believe. In the hospital where McKee worked in Rockford, Illinois, is about 7 hours from Columbus, Ohio. Round trip, 14 hours. That means McKee drove at least 14 hours during that 17-hour span. In total, the round trip is 900 miles. He left his phone at work. He drove 900 miles through the night. And according to investigators, the couple was killed around 3:50 a.m. on December 30th. Their bodies weren't discovered until around 9:40 that morning when Spencer's employer called for a wellness check. Spencer hadn't shown up for work at his dental practice in Athens, Ohio, which was completely out of character. But McKee made mistakes, and those mistakes are what caught him. Police identified McKee as a suspect through neighborhood video surveillance. The affidavit details how Columbus detectives worked to identify a car seen on surveillance footage near the couple's home before the homicides that left shortly after. That car, identified in court records as a silver SUV, had been seen on video several times near their house. At different times, the car had distinct features, including a visible sticker on a window. The vehicle was seen with a stolen Ohio license plate and an Arizona license plate. He was switching plates, trying to avoid detection, but surveillance cameras in the neighborhood captured everything. And here's the kicker. On January 9th, Columbus police detectives found the SUV in the hospital parking lot where McKee worked, with fresh scrape marks on the window where the sticker had been seen in videos. He'd tried to remove the identifying marker, scrape it off, but investigators had already connected the vehicle to him. After McKee's arrest, search warrants were executed at McKee's Chicago condo. Columbus Police Chief Elaine Bryant said a preliminary ballistics match between a firearm found at the condo and evidence from the crime scene has been established through a national database. The weapon was equipped with a suppressor, a silencer, so the children sleeping in the next room wouldn't wake up while their parents were being murdered. I want to know what you think about this. Based on everything we've covered, the December 6th break-in, the phone going dark for 17 hours, the 900-mile drive, the surveillance footage, do you believe this was planned weeks in advance? Leave your thoughts below and share this video, because stories like this need to be told. So, where are we right now? Or in late January 2026? McKee appeared remotely from jail on January 23rd for an arraignment in Franklin County, Ohio. He entered a not guilty plea on 4 counts of aggravated murder and 1 count of aggravated burglary. Defense attorney Diane Monash spoke on his behalf and waived a bond request. He stood silent and emotionless during the brief hearing. The entire proceeding lasted less than 2 minutes. McKee is currently being held in the Franklin County Jail. If convicted, he faces a minimum of life in prison with parole eligibility after 32 years. The trial hasn't even begun yet, and already the evidence that's emerged is damning. We're talking about a man who allegedly strangled his ex-wife during their marriage, who allegedly told her he could kill her at any time, and who was captured on video entering her property weeks before the murders, who left his phone at work to avoid location tracking, who drove 900 miles in the middle of the night. This wasn't a crime of passion. According to the evidence laid out in that affidavit, this was calculated. This was planned. This was a man who allegedly couldn't accept that his ex-wife had moved on, that she'd found happiness with someone else, that she'd built a beautiful life with Spencer and their 2 children, and he allegedly took all of that away in a matter of minutes. Spencer and Monique are gone. Their children will grow up without parents, without their mother's warmth, without their father's love. That's the real tragedy here. More evidence will emerge as this case moves forward. More witnesses may come forward. The trial will reveal even more details. And we'll be here to cover every development. This is an ongoing case. Michael McKee has pleaded not guilty and is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But the affidavit tells a story, and that story is still unfolding. We'll keep you updated the moment anything breaks. Until next time, stay safe out there